Yeah,
As long
like
as
no
someone
one.
loses.
You'll be a loser, but in a more unofficial sense.
We'll see. Maybe I will persuade you.
I mean, not unless you have Atlanta trading up to #1 and taking Trevor Lawrence. You're not winning this.
Ooh, I have them doing something. Maybe.
Are we?
You're,
I mean,
you're,
if we're moving Bike to 10 and taking a cornerback, I like that a lot.
You 100% are
That's
thinking
not-
about. You're 100% thinking the trade that I was thinking in my head.
What?
No, I
Yeah,
did
we'll
some
get to
weird
this.
shit because I wanted to be a little different.
Yeah,
Is it realistic?
I kind of want to keep it.
Yeah.
keep it
The
basic.
teams are realistic. Maybe we'll see. It's only one trade, but it does impact some things. Hold on.
I know exactly what.
We're on YouTube, by the way.
We live?
Oh, we're big live.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing?
We're live and dead
That
at the
better?
same time.
I
No.
look blurry because I usually have a
nothing
post-it
can
note.
fix you.
I usually have a post-it note over my camera here for
So
privacy
use one
reasons.
of the. You have like a fiber cloth.
I have a finger and
I have
and
a
a
finger.
sweatband.
You know what's if you use your finger, you're leaving DNA on the camera, which is just as bad as leaving the camera open. The government can
Honestly,
get your
I'm not worried about DNA.
You're not worried about DNA. Why? You scrape your
I just-
sperm of DNA. It's not traceable.
This laptop is covered.
Actually, whatever you did, it looks much clearer now.
Yeah, it does.
Well, yeah, I cleaned it.
You look so much worse.
It's because the sticky part of the
Why is it sticky?
Ew.
post-it note. The post-it note.
Ew. Sticky on your laptop. That's.
Are we ready?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, are we live?
We've been live for like 2 minutes. Yeah, we've been
All right,
live for
good.
a while. What's cracking, big dogs? Welcome, Bike, to the channel. Welcome, Bike, to the headquarters. Welcome, Bike, to Fade Thy Public. Make sure if you're not following the Fade the Public YouTube channel already, you're doing so. It's the first link in the description. They got Animals House going on. That's where Bagels and Locks goes on. So where they got a lot of fucking nonsensical content. So make sure you're subscribed to their YouTube channel. Today, since we are creeping into April, it's officially mock draft month. It's the NFL draft month. And I mean, we're not going to be attending. So the best we could do is help y'all prep for it. Here's what we're doing today, okay? We're looking at the first 16 picks. We're going to do a first round mock draft, the first 16 picks. Animal and Snacks are both going to go pick by pick. And they're going to, we're going to do some trades. We're going to do some fuckboy stuff in here. And they're going to tell us who they think is going to be drafted at each slot. I will act as the moderator. I will act as the judge, not because I really wanted to, but because I had a lot of shit going on today. I didn't get to do my mock draft. I don't know any of these fucking defensive players, and I would have sounded like a moron if I tried to do it within the last 10 minutes.
Should've
But
just drafted all offense.
I was going to do straight fantasy players. It was just like Najee Harris, Trevor Lawrence, Rashad Bateman, who's somehow now a third round. But you know what's fucking insane? These pro day numbers. Can we talk about these for a second?
They're bullshit.
Every player has dropped 25 pounds and running a 17th of a second faster 40. Makes
They're
no
all
sense.
running like 4 3s, 4 4s.
4 3s.
Snacks, you eating chips?
Yeah, something's crinkly. What are you wearing? A cashmere sweater over there?
Yeah,
You got parachute pants on?
I got sweats on.
I think your hair
Are you
gel's
sitting
making
on
too much
bubble wrap?
noise.
I ain't doing nothing.
It's loud. It's loud and proud.
Should I take
Hold
these
on,
out?
hold on.
Maybe
I
it
think,
works
my
I
better?
think it might be. I don't know if it's Animal or you, but like something on the mic is like I think it's hitting against your shirt and it's making noises.
It's definitely that because I just muted my mic and I still heard it.
All right, so let me take these out and try and talk through the computer.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not me.
You guys still
Hello?
hear it?
Yeah. No, we don't
that's-
hear it. We
No,
hear
that's-
you.
That's much better.
Okay, there you go.
I think your computer picks you up so much better too.
Ah,
Yeah,
whatever. Fuck me, huh?
It's not like those
All right,
headphones
yeah.
are plugged into anything.
that was just I was about to break my laptop if I had to listen to that any longer. So all
right, relax.
we can
All right.
continue.
We can't continue.
Where were
Okay,
we?
cool.
Hold on.
Very cool. Okay, we literally were nowhere because we were never anywhere. Like we were
We were talking
just
about the bullshit pro days.
Hold on, is there anyone in here yet? I'm going to the YouTube channel right now to get the chat up.
yeah. There's like 150 people in here.
Oh, what's up, everybody?
Hello.
His mic is hitting a zipper. Yeah, Mo knew.
So
All right,
right.
relax.
Snacks is
Oof,
coming in
alright.
so delayed.
Yeah, I know.
If
I
you
see
see
that.
Snacks so delayed, he's just like there's multiple snacks happening right now.
Yeah, this is what happens every time with snacks, though.
No, Jason, I do not live in the Upper East Side. I know, punk bitch. By the way, I think I found the new HQ today. It's fucking.
yeah?
It's a gigantic open space with a fucking ridiculous private roof. It's so fucking cool.
Private.
It's
You
a
got pictures
commercial.
for
It's a
later?
commercial building. I'm gonna send you guys videos of it. It's a commercial building where like each floor is a different like business, and there was like a clothing company right below us. There's like black tape on the ground because whoever was gonna move in right before us, or this is I'm getting like way ahead of myself as if I got the apartment already, but they had black tape all over the ground because they were setting up like a recording studio in the fucking apartment. It's sick. It's like 1,800 square foot with a fucking rooftop. It's amazing. Fucking dope. Okay. Anyways, so you guys want to begin?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some of these we'll talk on more, and then others will just, kind of brush over like the first overall pick. I will start us off with the Jaguars.
Sir, you're not the moderator here. You're not starting off anybody with anything, okay?
So
Welcome,
you said
everybody,
let's start.
to the first Fade the Public mock draft of April. We will possibly be doing 17 through 32, but like, I don't fucking know. Who cares?
I don't
about
really
picks?
give a shit about that.
Yeah.
We might not.
All of our teams are drafting within the first 16 picks, so nothing else really matters at that point. And that's it. And we already know who the first pick overall is, so I'll let you guys run through. Oh, unless Snacks wants to trade up for Atlanta. I like where that finger was going. All right, Animal, we'll start off with you. Let's go. I'm just moderating. I'll tell you what picks I like the most and which are just fucking moronic picks by Animal.
We went with Trevor Lawrence because,
Who's weak?
this is the consensus. This is pretty much confirmed. So, yeah,
It's
there's really nothing
all.
else to
It's
say.
all. It's been confirmed for quite a while now.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's nothing else to say on this.
We'll move
That's
past-
all I
we'll
have
move
to
Do we
say
past-
have to
about
talk
that.
about Trevor?
No, guys, this
No.
ain't a presidential debate. If I tell you to shut your
No.
mouth, you shut your fucking mouth. and
You
stop
gonna make a
talking.
case for Trevor Lawrence at the first overall? Shut
No,
up.
I'm just moving past. You guys just keep mumbling.
I don't know if
bickering.
I'm talking to
I don't
Snacks.
know
You're
if you
doing a
watched
great
the
job,
debate.
sir.
Number 2,
Are we
the
ready?
New York Jets. The New York Jets are on the clock. Animal. Who do we have?
All right, so here's I told you I have a trade in my mock draft, and this is it. This is what happens. The Jets
Breaking.
fool everybody, and everyone thinks they're taking Zach Wilson, but they don't. They trade with the Panthers. They get a haul. I'm not going to go into details on the haul. You just know it's a haul. And the Panthers draft, you guessed it, Justin Fields.
Hate it.
They
Hate
need
it.
a quarterback. Do you want more? Do you want more?
No. That was fine. We'll go Snacks
Okay.
first, and then I'll give my breakdown on both picks.
So they're going to give a haul for Justin Fields. I don't know. Okay. Well, I took Zach Wilson because he's
Yeah.
minus 1,100 to go number 2, and I think where there's smoke, there's fire. I could see the Jets trying to fool everybody.
Oh.
Joe Douglas keeps his cards, keeps his cards tight. We don't really know what he's doing. So in that sense, I like that, but it just makes no sense for them not to take a quarterback here. Sam Darnold's going into his 4th year. They have to pick up an option. If he plays well, I got to sign him. It's just he's not their guy. It makes zero sense to skip on Zach Wilson or a quarterback for that matter. But I'm going with the Vegas odds. I'm going with what I hear, what I've seen. Zach Wilson, number 2.
Okay. So, the trade for the Panthers makes sense because they're sitting at, what are they, at number 8 right now? I don't know.
8,
yes.
They're not going to get the quarterback of their choosing sitting there. So the trade up makes sense. I'm with Snacks. I definitely think it's Zach Wilson there. I'm actually starting to like Zach Wilson a lot more. I think anytime that the consensus is again, like everyone hates Zach Wilson, which automatically lets me know that I should probably like him more than I do. Okay. That's
I feel
what
like everyone
Dynasty
hates
Twitter
Justin
does.
Fields now.
For the last 24 hours, Justin Fields is the guy to hate on. I like Justin Fields as well, hoping he drops to number 4. But before we get to number 4, we got to do number 3, San Francisco. We've heard some spicy takes out of the last couple of days. They decided to forego Justin Fields pro day and head over to Mac Jones City. So what do we got at number 3, Animal? I feel like you're anti Mac Jones going to San Fran. I know you got some other fuck shit.
Well, yeah,
up
I
your
think
sleeves.
that was a total smokescreen by the 49ers because I
Of course
believe
you do.
I don't know the names, not a big research guy, but I believe it was their head scout guy for the 49ers was at Justin Fields pro day. So
They were throwing
that
like
kinda
ricochet
tells
fucking
you-
rumors everywhere. I got you.
that's the smoke, the smoke screen. John Lynch is the face, so he goes there. But here's what happens. 49ers, after getting cucked by the Panthers with the Justin Fields, they were looking to take Justin Fields, right? They can't now because he's off the board. So they have to go with Zach Wilson. at the 3, who is a guy, BYU, just like Mr. Steve Young, BYU, 49ers quarterback. There's a connection there. Well, let's see if it happens. Let's see if it happens.
I love the Steve Young BYU connection.
It's there.
It's definitely there. Steve Young is one of my favorite people in the world. Never met him personally, but he's a great spot in the Michael K show Mondays during the football season. I am going. So you keep talking about like the smoke screen and everything. I think they traded all the way up knowing they're going to take Justin Fields at 3. And I think that's a great fit for Kyle Shanahan. The Mac Jones rumors to me are just absolute bullshit. There's no way they moved all the way up there for Mac Jones. They could have probably moved to like 9 with Denver and given up a lot less and still got Mac Jones. So I think they're going very high upside here, and they take Justin Fields, Ohio State quarterback.
Let me ask you, like, the only reason I think there's a little bit of maybe not truth, I want to say, but with Mac Jones, like if you look at the Shanahan quarterbacks in general,
oh yeah, no, for sure,
they've been pure pocket passers. You know what I mean? Like they've been Mac Jones type of guys. I'm thinking, he knows what he wants in his offense. So he goes after the same fucking running backs who do the exact same things. They play the ssame way. He goes after the same guys, I feel like. So I don't know. Maybe he doesn't care for guys that are mobile in the pocket, and he's more about accurate quarterbacks. And Mac Jones is certainly, an accurate fucking quarterback. I don't know if he's got the ceiling of these other guys, but there's a chance that he just don't give a fuck about the mobility of these guys. And if Trevor Lawrence is off the board, Mac Jones could be, if he thinks that he's the next pure-bred pocket passing guy, like I think it makes a little bit of sense.
No, for sure, and I completely understand that point. But I also think that Kyle Shanahan is one of the smartest minds in the NFL, and he's seeing all these quarterbacks that are mobile, athletic, can run and throw, and he's like, okay, maybe it's time I adapt. And you have a talent like Justin Fields, whose ceiling is way beyond Mac Jones's. I think it's too hard to pass up. And I don't know what I saw or what he saw that I didn't, that makes you want to trade all that draft capital to move up to 3 for Mac Jones. So I think there's just something more there. That's why I went with Justin Fields. And
whoever it is, they clearly know who the fuck they want by trading up to
right, exactly.
You don't trade up there and then hope your guy gets to you. I'd assume they know. I'd assume they know that it's Trevor Lawrence, and then talking to people behind the scenes, they probably know it's Zach Wilson going to New York, and then they get their guy of Fields or fucking Mac Jones, and then the Falcons are sitting shitty at number 4 if Justin Fields doesn't fall to them. So, Animal, that being said, what happens at number 4 to Atlanta?
Well, I did want to say one thing regarding Snacks. I do agree kind of with what his whole thing is with. I saw something about Justin Fields and Shanahan's actually are like tied together through like charities and like quarterback camps and stuff. So they've known each other for a while. So I think that, I wanted to spice mine up a little bit here, but I do kind of think that Justin Fields to San Fran might be a lock. But, that's if the Panthers don't trade up. So we'll see. All right. Number 4, the Falcons. Nick's team, apparently. I have them doing this. This is what, you ready? I have them taking Kyle Pitts, probably one of the most talented players in this draft, and here's why. They're sticking with Matt Ryan. They want to make a run. Even though their defense is shit, they don't care about their defense. They're not drafting the guy top 4.
They're going to make a run. They're wearing fucking Converse shoes right now. They're going to make a
But they got, Julio's about to be, a year or 2 left, maybe, if that. You get another stud tight end with that offense. You get a high-powered offense. See if you can just outscore people and make a run. That's what, you draft defense later. That's what they're going to do. They're rolling with Matt Ryan. They're taking Kyle Pitts. They're getting the Tony Gonzalez of 2021. That's it. New Tony Gonzalez.
I'm with you. I took Kyle Pitts to Atlanta too, and there was. I'm sorry. They came out. There was not a report, but Kyle Pitts literally said he had great conversations with Atlanta. And the way they just restructured Matt Ryan's contract, they're locked into him for 2 years. There's no sense in cutting. I also have
Hayden Hurst in the dynasty like a lot. So.
So
this is Matt a lock. Ryan, so it's a lock now. Pitts to fucking
Matt Ryan pretty much seems to be locked in for 2 years because if you cut or trade him, it's like $50 million in dead cap. So it makes no sense to take a Trey Lance there, who's probably 3rd or 4th on their board. I don't see him trading up with the Jets or obviously not San Fran. So I think Kyle Pitts, arguably the best player in the draft outside of quarterbacks or whatnot. The non-quarterback best player in the draft is Kyle Pitts. And I think that takes that offense to a different stratosphere. Yes, they need a lot of defensive help, and if they don't trade back, there's no defender at 4 worth taking. So take the best player, Kyle Pitts, make that offense an even bigger strength.
You're right. So we can't really go with quarterback now with Matt Ryan's, contract, whatever.
The restructuring hurt, yeah.
The restructuring hurt for the long term, but listen,
dude, Matt Ryan's still playing well. Like
he's fine. He's fine. The last time we took Calvin Ridley in the first round, I was like a little upset about it, and obviously I look like a fucking moron now being upset about that. Kyle Pitts at 4. Our defense just has more fucking holes in a fucking gutter. Like there's so many spots that we need to improve. I want us to move back to the 8, 10, 11 spot or something and grab J.C. Horn or grab Surtain or grab a cornerback because we are in such desperate fucking need of some sort of upside on the defensive side of things. Like our defense is so fucking bad.
You need a playmaker. And my thought when I said, I think before we came on, there was a trade in my mind that I thought makes sense for both teams, and that's Carolina moving from 8 to 4 with Atlanta and taking Trey Lance. I think that works out for both teams because at 8 you could take like a Micah Parsons or you could take a Patrick Surtain for Atlanta, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know what that is. I didn't want to throw that in there, so I let it go. And Atlanta and Kyle Pitts. I mean, I wish Kyle Pitts.
I think the chances of them trading back are probably pretty good, but I mean.
Well, here's my thing. I think Carolina is the only team that would want to jump up. Maybe Denver.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I don't. If Carolina looks at it, they're like, all right, who's going to jump up that high? Where if it's Trevor, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Trey Lance is probably the next on their board. I would assume. Cincinnati's not taking him. Miami's not going to take him. I don't think Detroit takes him. Uber Eats. Wow, he's close. So yeah, that's where I went. Kyle Pitts, Atlanta.
So this is where I think things start to get to heat up a little bit. So we got Cincinnati at 5 now. Do we take the offensive line? Do they give in to Joe Burrow, trying to force them to take Jamar Chase? I think the latter would be very fucking stupid. It'd be fun. Yep. It'd be fun to see Chase. It'd be fun to see Higgins on the field together, but they desperately need to keep this man fucking healthy. Animal. Yeah. Are they going to keep him healthy? What are they going to do?
So I have them taking Penne. I have them taking the big O lineman because listen, if you want him to throw the ball to Jamar Chase, like that's cool, but he's got to be able to be standing to throw the ball. If he's not alive,
I was going to say he's going to die.
You got T. Higgins. You got Tyler Boyd. You got Auden Tate, who's an absolute stud, just waiting to explode and take off. So, there's talent there. They don't need a wide receiver. You can get wide receivers later in the draft. Go with the lineman. Protect your franchise quarterback. You have to do it. They probably won't, agree. But they need to.
Penei Sewell, I couldn't agree more. They need to keep Joe Burrow upright, and if they don't take one of the better offensive tackle prospects in the last few years, then I think they're playing with fire. Joe Burrow's their biggest investment. He's already coming off a torn ACL. Why in God's creation would you take a receiver here and not give him Sewell? And look at it. Jonah Williams, Sewell, bookend tackles, not that bad. Then you start building the middle, and you could have a formidable line very soon. So Joe Burrow gets his protection. Penei Sewell to Cincinnati at 5.
All right. We can do an agreement handshake on that one. One pick that Animal does not actually lose there, only because he tied. Number 6, we have Miami. Is this where the wide receiver run starts? Is this where we see Jamar Chase go off the board? What are we thinking?
Snacks?
Animal. Yeah, I have Jamar Chase going. I have Jamar Chase going to Miami. It doesn't look like they're going to take Watson or trade for Watson or anybody. They're not going to take a quarterback, it seems like. Their offensive line's pretty good. I think it's a little too high for Slater, although some people are saying Slater is the real deal. But you got to give Tua weapons. Their defense is good. There's no defender worth taking here. I think it's a slam dunk and probably the quickest pick of the draft besides Trevor Lawrence. Jamar Chase to Miami.
Yeah, I have the exact same thing. Because of the fact that I have the Bengals taking the offensive tackle here in Penne, I feel like the Dolphins' next best thing they're going to need is a wide receiver. They tried to get some offensive tackle help with what's his name, Isaiah Simmons or whatever, the former
Isaiah Wilson.
That guy was.
That's not going to work.
That didn't work out.
Didn't it already not work?
He got busted for like a speed chase or something or
Goat.
whatever.
If Sewell doesn't fall to the Dolphins, which he doesn't in my mock here, then I think, Jamar Chase is the next best option. You need to get
Right.
2 weapons, blah, 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 blah. Same
All
shit
right.
Snack said.
Detroit. Well, how do they fuck this up? How do they fuck number 7 up?
Well, we're gonna go back to the Matt Millen days of drafting. You have 7 picks, draft 6 wide receivers, and I think Detroit has holes all over the place, all over their team. But they just lost their 2 best receivers in Kenny Galladay and Marvin Jones. So I think which receiver was it? Which receiver was it? I think one Alabama receiver's stock has dipped a little bit, and the others has risen. So with Detroit, I'm going Jalen Waddle. I'm a big Jalen Waddle fan. I wish he would fall to 11, but in Snacks' mock draft here, he gets picked by Detroit. You got to give Jared Goff something to work with. They have holes on the defense. They have holes on the line. They have holes everywhere. They are going to be the second worst team in football next year, if not the worst. But Jalen Waddle is, I don't want to say Tyreek Hill, but he's Tyreek Hill light. Yeah, that's how I see him playing, or that's how I saw him playing last year in Alabama.
You wrong.
That kind of speed. Jalen Waddle, number 7 to Detroit. I think this is a receiver. No matter what, whether it's Smith or Waddle, I went with Waddle. I definitely think Detroit is taking a wide receiver.
It feels like after the pro days and shit, getting all the weights and the measurements and stuff, it's like 2-3 weeks ago, it felt like 5 receivers can go in the top 10, 11, 12 picks or whatever. Now it just feels like I don't want anyone besides Jamar Chase. If I'm a fucking
I know
in that area.
And that is where my pick kind of leads to, because of the fact that Jamar Chase does not fall to Detroit. I think that would be the only wide receiver they would take with that pick. They go linebacker here, Micah Parsons. Dan Campbell likes the aggressiveness. You saw his press conference. He wants to eat kneecaps and he wants to be crazy man out there. So you get a good monster linebacker out there who's fast, can cover the field. I mean, Detroit needs help everywhere, so you can get wide receivers in the second round. Get a linebacker. Go for it.
You sure could. But it's a passing league, and you need playmakers. So
yeah, I think they're going to come around to the fact that none of these wide receivers are worth taking at number 7 right now.
Yes.
So I actually agree with Snacks again. Big fucking win for Snacks. Huge win.
I honestly think the Lions will probably trade back, but for the sake of not scrambling my brains, I have multiple brains. I didn't want to do all the trades because it gets messy.
Okay. So Carolina at number 8. Animal, you had already traded Carolina up to number 2, or was it number 3?
3. No,
2
with the Jets. So the
Carolina
Jets are on the
trade with the Jets. So yes,
the Jets are sitting at number 8 for Animal. Snacks has Carolina still at number 8. We do have Trey Lance still on the board, which is where things get a little bit interesting. We have Mac Jones as well still on the board for both of you guys, I believe. Animal I feel like Animal's about to go D-tackle or something right now.
No, never. So you want me to go? I'll go. We had the Jets traded back to 8. They traded with the Panthers. And listen, because they traded back, they didn't take a quarterback. You know what that means? That means they're sticking with Sam Darnold. And you know what you need to do for Sam Darnold, right? You need to protect Sam Darnold. You got some weapons on offense already.
For him.
Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle, offensive lineman, offensive guard. He plays it all. It doesn't matter. Out of Northwestern. The guy's a stud. He's strong. He's beefy. He's going to protect Sam. You're going to have Makai. You're going to have Rashawn. They're going to be the Twin Tower offensive tackles there. I mean, just be 2 huge guys protecting Sam. Give him Sam a chance.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. All right, so I have Carolina. And they're definitely in the market for a quarterback. And I think with their situation right now, this is a home run. You run to the podium. You don't think twice. You have all this upside, and you take Trey Lance. And you're going with Joe Brady, who's going to be a head coach very soon. But you bring him in. Maybe he's not ready right away. And that's fine. You got a perfect bridge quarterback. See what I did there? In Teddy Bridgewater. So I think him coming in, playing behind Bridgewater for a year, maybe half a year, learning from him, learning from Joe Brady. Matt Rule seems
learning from Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, well, maybe not wearing 2 gloves, but you get the idea. I know Joe Brady's probably going to be head coach soon, but a year in that system, he's going to make you better. And it looks like Matt Rule is building a very good program in Carolina. So I think this is, without a doubt, too easy of a pick for Carolina, and they take Trey Lance, quarterback, North Dakota State.
I like it. Denver, Animal. This is your squad. This is your squad. I already feel like I know you're trying to trade back or some shit because
Of course he is.
he's trying to trade back.
If we
Go.
can't land, honestly, I have no idea. I think we really are going to take a quarterback because you could tell, we were heavily targeting Deshaun Watson. We tried to trade for Matt Stafford. So, you know, we wanted a quarterback. And I think because, based on everything that's happened in my draft here,
Devonta Smith.
Trey Lance will fall to the 9 spot and the Broncos will snatch him here at number 9. I don't like it. I just think that this is what will happen. And yeah,
now see, you don't like that because you just not like Trey Lance. Like, would you rather Trey Lance over Mac Jones? Because we were talking before
I don't want
we started
either of them.
recording. You don't want either, right? I didn't think you did, but we were talking earlier that I was saying to you, I joked that I put Mac Jones to Denver, and I was kind of half kidding because I could easily see it. And you said their GM loved Kirk Cousins, so that's kind of a similar comparison.
Vikings.
But for Denver,
we want a quarterback.
Yeah, I know. But for me, for Denver, the best defender is still on the board. And I was going to, before free agency, all the mock drafts had Surtain or Farley or J.C. Horn going to Denver to fill that cornerback role. But they did that nicely in free agency. So with Von Miller getting a little older and probably his last year, I think Mika Parsons, whatever the fuck you want to call him, is a perfect fit for Vic Fangio. And he's going to make Parsons right off the rip one of the best defenders in football because that's how much I trust Vic Fangio and his meatball loving ass. So I took Mika Parsons, linebacker, Penn State, to the Denver Broncos at number 9.
That's fair. I always say
I
Mika for the record just because of Euro trip.
Fair.
Yeah, you guys know that Micah is like the male. I'm pretty sure the male version of Mika is the woman.
Yeah, Mika. I thought it was Mike. Yeah, he always thinks it's Micah for the whole fucking movie or whatever.
And then Mike. Yeah,
and then he realizes it's a girl, and he's like, Mika. Good fucking. I need to watch that movie again. I haven't seen that in a while.
Great movie.
All right. So we got Denver at 9. We've got Dallas at 10. I feel like this is probably going to be light work here. I'm imagining they both go with cornerbacks.
Yeah, I got Patrick Surtain.
I took Najee Harris. Zeke's getting old, so I took Patrick Surtain. That's obviously their biggest weakness. So they have to take the best cornerback in the draft.
You guys like Surtain as the cornerback one?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
although I'm loving J.C. Horn, everything I'm like watching.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of really good cornerbacks in this draft.
Yeah.
I think the thing with cornerbacks is whoever the consensus one is usually never turns out to
be. Dude, look at Okudah. Okudah was Okudah last year.
I don't want to count him out yet. Terrible. I don't want to count him out yet, though. I feel like cornerbacks, a lot of the times, cornerbacks make like really, really big improvements from like year 1 to year 2.
I also think besides quarterback, cornerback, you could argue is like the biggest adjustment to the NFL from college to the NFL. So, Surtain to that scumbag, fucking loser ass Dallas Cowboys.
All right. The moment no one's been waiting for, the New York Giants are on the clock at number 11. Who wants to start?
Animal, tell me who.
It doesn't matter who starts because I know Snacks is going to finish regardless. Go.
Come on, Animal.
Animal, you're just not going.
All right. I haven't taken a pass rusher because they never do, and they need one. I mean, when was the last time they had a real pass rusher? We're going to go with Kwity Paye out of Michigan because, they got Jabril Peppers from Michigan, so they like Michigan players. Maybe I don't know. I don't really know anything about any of these pass rushers.
They didn't even draft him.
You have no idea who Kwity Paye is. That's okay.
No,
I barely know who he is.
That's why I didn't participate in this because I don't even know who the fuck it is.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go, and I think Nick, I really, even after we signed Kenny Galladay, I am so tempted. It's what I want to do. I really do. I want
Smith here?
In my mock draft, I want to take Devontae Smith right now. I want another playmaker. I want Daniel to have all the playmakers he can. But he also has to stand upright. And if Rashawn Slater is going to be there at 11, I see no way they can't run to the podium and take him and have their 2 bookend tackles to protect Daniel. So I took Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle, Northwestern.
Let me ask you, if they take Devonta Smith here, who's out of the lineup for the Giants?
I mean, you could cut Shepard if you want.
Really think they'd cut Shepard?
No, I don't think they would. I'm saying you could. You could try and trade Darius Slayton, who's probably still
I
got.
feel like Devontae Smith is just like a monster upgrade over Darius Slayton. Like they're the same player,
Right.
but he's just way better.
Me and Justin had talked about this. If they did that, we think that Darius Slayton would be the odd guy out. Not cut. You could probably get a 4th or 5th round pick for him, and I think you do that in a second because Devontae Smith is definitely an upgrade over him. So Kenny Galladay is not. He's not the speed. He's not the burner guy. I think getting a Devontae Smith open in space would just enhance this offense even more. But the offensive line still has way too many question marks, and to get 2 bookend tackles for Daniel, you can't pass it up. So that's why I went Slater at 11.
Okay, so we go to Philadelphia where they trade back from 6 to 12, inexcusably getting out of the fucking Jamar Chase lottery over there.
Thank you.
Which is fucking moronic. It's kind of ironic. All they do is miss. This is what's going to happen. They're going to go with fucking Devonta Smith here and then whiff on another first-round fucking wide receiver for the 3rd year in a row.
They can't take another wide receiver again.
They can. They fucking can.
Well, they're gonna.
They bought into Hurts by moving back. They're not in the fucking quarterback zone anymore. I guess Mac Jones is still on the board technically, but listen, Philly's on the board right now. All the wide receivers that they should have gone with are off the board, but they've got Devonta Smith sitting there. What do they do, Animal?
So I have them taking a quarterback, J.C. Horn, the guy that we were just talking about out of South Carolina.
That's fair.
I mean, they have no quarterbacks. Their defense has been atrocious. I think they're going to let Jalen Hurts use his legs a little bit. You know, he's got wide receivers. They got Greg Ward. So I mean, they got wide receivers. You know?
Yeah, I just
eat your whole fucking ass, please.
This made no sense to me. They lose week 17 on purpose for their draft position, only to trade back. Whatever. I haven't taken Devontae Smith. I haven't taken Devontae Smith because I thought they were tanking for a receiver. Because Jalen Reagor doesn't seem to be it. I mean, it's 1 year. You don't want to give up on him, but JJ Arcega fuckface, he doesn't seem any good. So I think they need to upgrade receiver, and I think they're going to be ecstatic if Devontae Smith, who was projected to go to like Miami, number 3 a little bit after the college football season, is there at 12. I think for them, they'll consider that a home run, and they'll take Devontae Smith.
All right, so we're getting close to those New England Patriots at number 15. You guys are going to let Mac Jones fall there, aren't you? So we got the Chargers.
Can I go first here?
Chargers 13, yeah.
Go ahead.
Here's my first trade, and my only trade. I have New England trading with the Chargers from 15 to 13 and taking Mac Jones. I think that's probably an ideal landing spot for Mac Jones. Bill Belichick, Josh McDaniels, they know chubby, unathletic, white quarterbacks that are just going to be what they need to be and have those intangibles in the pocket and, you know, their IQ and come from a school like Alabama and a system like that. So I think they make the move. They see Mac Jones fall, and they may fear Washington sitting at 14, thinking, okay, well, Washington may take Mac Jones because they're definitely going to need a quarterback.
Is it Minnesota at 14?
Is Minnesota at 14?
Yeah, that's why.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Minnesota's at 14, and they could arguably take Mac Jones too. Like, I think Kirk's in his last year of his deal, and could very
Kirk's
well
there
be
through 2022, but they could save $35 million if they were to get rid of him next year.
Right. I knew there was an out. So if they want to start their rebuild a little bit with a younger quarterback like Mac Jones, and that seems to be because their defense was atrocious. They have a lot of holes to fill too. That is not the Vikings team in the last few years. So I think New England could be scared off by that and jump Minnesota and trade with the Chargers to take Mac Jones, quarterback, Alabama.
Okay. Animal.
Cool. I disagree with you on that pick. So here's well,
it's a trade, so
yeah, I know, but still, I don't think that's going to happen. I could have Mac Jones falls to the Patriots. I just don't think they're going to take him. We have the Chargers. This is actually a boring pick. I have the Chargers. They got their franchise quarterback here, Justin Herbert. They need to protect him. You got Christian Darrisaw. He's just an offensive lineman out of Virginia Tech. He's a big ass dude. Help protect Justin Herbert. So that's really it. It's boring, but it's realistic.
Cool.
Yep.
Love that. 14, Minnesota. Don't say another fucking word, Snacks. Minnesota at 14. Where are we at, though?
Okay.
Ready?
That's funny. Yeah, I took Darisaw for Minnesota because I think their offensive line not great. So I took them for Minnesota.
All right, yeah, let's power through.
Apparently he's the third best tackle. So why not beef up that
I went
offensive
with
line?
Elijah Vera Tucker from USC as guard. Listen, you got Dalvin Cook. You're going to run the ball a lot. You're going to need to create some holes. You know, you got a big guard. That's what they do. They make big holes. So that's what you need.
Big holes. Lisa Ann holes.
Big holes. Oh.
Lisa Ann holes. So,
All right.
okay. Yeah. We're
15. I have the Patriots. Snacks. You made a trade. You want to go with
Chargers.
yours?
Yeah. The Chargers, Elijah Vera Tucker. There you go. Because somebody's got to block.
Jesus. Come on, Snacks.
What do you mean? It's the same exact reasoning for you. You got to protect Herbert, and Vera Tucker's going to protect Herbert. Maybe from the inside, not the out. But we see in the NFL, what are teams putting an emphasis on? Pressure up the middle. So why not? 15 is a perfect spot for a guard here, and the best guard on the board. So I think it was a slam dunk pick.
I disagree.
Whatever.
I think this is where Rashad Bateman goes off the board.
Rashad Bateman could go off the board.
Or Najee Harris.
If Jalen Waddle didn't go off the board right now at 15 to the Patriots, and here's why. Patriots
didn't he already go off the board?
They just want a wide receiver really badly.
On my board.
Oh, right, okay.
Patriots wanted a wide receiver really badly, as you could tell from free agency. They just went out there and got a whole bunch of shitty ones for a lot of money. Probably can, cut them next year and save, have no dead money. There's something in those contracts for sure. Jalen Waddle.
They need that white.
Julian Edelman's getting old. He's about to retire. Probably got one more year. Maybe
they need that. They need the speed. They need the need for speed. Okay.
They got a need for speed. Jalen Waddle's got the speed, and Bill, and what Bill needs.
Bill's a moron, and Bill stinks, and it won't fucking matter anyways. Okay, New England. Snacks. Did you already say who you got or no?
Yeah, that was the Chargers pick I had. I took the interior lineman. Yeah.
All right, Arizona 16. This is the last pick of the of the live stream. We're doing 1 through 16. We might do 17 through 32 to do the rest of the draft picks, but we've gone through 15, and Arizona sits on the board on the clock at 16. Who we got?
I mean, it's not really it's not spicy or anything. It's just Greg Newsome, cornerback. Listen, they need someone to play cornerback there because Patrick Peterson is gone. The defense is the only thing. I mean, the offense is pretty much set in Arizona. They got all the pieces they kind of
got AJ Green now. What else do we need?
Yeah.
Well, that was the icing on the cake.
That solidified the offense for them. So now you got to get some defensive pieces. Get a cornerback to replace Patrick Peterson. Hopefully, this guy locks down some wide receiver ones, and that's it.
Yeah, so we're pretty much in lockstep with the last few picks. I took J.C. Horn though because he was still on my board. He's been flying up teams' boards. He was off yours. So Arizona needs a replacement for Patrick Peterson, and I think J.C. Horn comes in and fills that role nicely. So J.C. Horn, first of all, I love that name, J.C. Horn.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
That's Joe Horn's son, isn't it?
He's also got pro blood in his blood.
Yeah, you're right. Right, Joe Horn. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm almost positive.
He's got pro blood.
I hate Joe Horn. Hate him.
There's two cornerbacks in this draft that have pro blood in their blood.
Who was
that I know of? There might be more.
Who was the other one?
Surtain. Wasn't his father in the NFL?
One. Yeah, it was.
There's another one though.
Who?
J.C. Horn.
No, maybe he's not a cornerback. Either way, doesn't matter. J.C. Horn, Arizona, 16. Yeah, that's your mock, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, beautifully done.
Yeah. We could have done the whole thing, but
we could have. I honestly figured this would take like 2.5 hours for us to get through 16.
Yeah.
It went pretty quick.
It went very quick. If I had
you know what it is? Well, yeah, I was going to say you didn't have yours, so that ate up. We lost that time, but
it's
also
Asante Samuel Jr.
Oh,
that's it.
Shit.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Alan Schmidt.
Alan Schmidt.
Alan Schmidt.
Q&A for like
no, it's Pickle
minutes,
Blister. Pickle Blister.
Oh
no, Alan Schmidt said it first. Brendan
Oh,
Bowling,
yeah.
you're so late. You're so fucking late. You might as well
What are
fire
we doing?
yourself.
What do they
So
got?
you want to do like a little 10 minutes, this chat, and then
Yeah, why not?
Let's hit the Q&A. What do we got, people?
What are you doing?
any thoughts on our draft? Did anyone like any of those picks? Anything stand out?
I
Mind
absolutely
and
hated it.
snacks? Yeah, I know you're not gonna say like who won. Obviously, there's no real winner, but like whose picks did
You guys
you
both
know,
lose.
Well, obviously, but if you had
Just
to like
rude.
go with
If
one,
we take a fucking tight end we have a top 5 pick, how often does a tight end in the top 5 fucking
it would be the first time ever. I think
will it be the first time ever?
it would be the highest
might
tight
be.
ends ever
When
to
ain't gonna
drafted
fucking
in the
work.
NFL draft.
When did Kellen Winslow go?
Not 4.
That never works. That never works. This is good. We're going to look back in 10 years and the same way that people are like, don't draft a fucking running back in the top 5 picks. That's what people are going to say with tight ends.
I don't know, man. I think tight ends are getting more and more valuable every year.
Disagree. You know what? I hope the Giants fucking trade up to the Falcons. You guys take Kyle Pitts at 4.
Me too. I won't say that out loud, but I would be ecstatic if that happened.
Here's a good question. Who takes the first running back? So here's what I realistically think will happen. I think the
Miami.
Broncos will probably trade back,
I don't
right?
think so.
And then what they will do is they will also trade up and take Najee Harris in the very end of the first round.
That's so stupid.
No, dude,
I don't know
George
if Najee
Patton
Harris
loves
is
a
the
good
first
running
one
back.
picked.
Yeah.
You don't
yeah.
think so, huh?
I think ETN might go first.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
know.
Not to the Broncos.
No.
No, you think the Broncos are
Trades. All
taking
right, George.
Najee Harris?
Yeah,
That
George
is-
Patton wants him.
I mean,
Loves him.
what
Loves
else?
him.
What do you guys have? You have 2 first-round picks?
No, but we're going to
No.
trade back and then we're going to trade up.
Okay,
You'll see.
sure.
We'll
Yeah,
trade back like,
Hawkinson
to,
went
for like the
8th.
29th pick.
Hawkinson went
Najee.
8th and Pitts is 20 times the prospect Hawkinson is. 4 is not a
No,
stretch.
we'll end up taking like Trey Sermon in the 4th.
I wouldn't hate that. Kind of like Trey
I would
Sermon.
love it.
This is going to be this is going to be a draft of like 7. There's no like real legit running backs, so like anyone can go off the board anywhere from fucking 3rd round to 6th round with like everybody running back 4 to 10.
Someone said, "What did Animal give up for the Panthers to get the pick number 2?" Just everything, a lot. Whatever the 49ers gave up, add more to it.
Yeah, I wonder what they would have to give up. Obviously 8. This year's 2nd, you would think. Next year's 1st.
Yeah,
Next
at
year's
least 3
3rd, too.
firsts.
I don't know.
They're
I don't
giving
know
up a
like
lot.
Jimmy Johnson's like point system thing on the draft picks. Like, don't most teams still go by that?
For what? Point systems and shit? No, I don't
Yeah.
think so.
I
Not
still
if you
think
really
people-
want somebody. I don't think they care.
Yeah. You know what's funny to me? I saw the other day on the Twitter what like the Saints traded for Ricky Williams. Not Ricky Williams. Who was the fuck? Who was
Was
the big trade
was it
for
not?
the running back?
It was
It
Herschel
was
Walker.
Ricky Williams.
No, maybe it wasn't the Saints. What was it? The
was-
Vikings that traded all those picks for Herschel Walker?
I can't remember. I feel like it was I don't know.
I think it was Herschel Walker, the big
Herschel
running back.
Walker, no. Wait,
It was
Herschel
something
Walker
fucking
traded
absurd,
the
though.
Vikings and the Cowboys.
That's
That
what I'm
was what
saying.
I
I
think-
think they traded like 7 picks, and then I know the Saints made a huge trade for
The Saints traded like their entire draft for Ricky Williams.
for Ricky Williams. Yeah,
That's
so
what-
all
yeah,
right,
that
so I
was
was
it.
Yeah.
stay
what's your point?
off.
That's what the
the
Giants.
weed.
That's what the Giants are going to do for the Falcons.
Where the fuck are you going with this?
It was just a thought that hit me.
I just wanted. All right. Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
that for
the
you.
Cowboys traded Herschel Walker.
Yeah, for a lot
I
of
believe
picks.
that was Jimmy Johnson, and then he drafted like his whole team.
Well,
and
see,
they won the
that's
Super
really
Bowl.
what I was talking about because I brought up Jimmy Johnson's draft grade system or whatever the fuck it is.
Ricky Williams, by the way, is one of my all-time favorite running backs.
Same.
Why? Because he was high all the time.
No, he was. Well, his documentary is crazy, but
I mean, I love Ricky Williams too.
he was awesome, man. Plus 34 is just a cool running back number. It looks good on a jersey. Just a thought.
I
What
agree.
did I
That's
see?
actually
What did I see?
complimenting
There's some positions that are going to be able to be number like single digit numbers. You see that?
They're
Yeah, I think defensive
skill guys.
ends.
They're talking about single digits for like skill guys.
What number would you be if you were an NFL player?
99.
10.
Am I on defense? 99.
I don't know. What would you be?
On
What position
offense?
would you be?
It has to. Yeah, it really is position dependent. But pretty much any defensive position, I would never be a cornerback. So I'd be 99. I'd be on the line.
Yeah, you're definitely fat enough to play the line.
No, defensive line. I want to tackle somebody and kill them.
You're going to be
Yeah,
edge, or
wouldn't
you're going to be D tackle? You're just going to be like double teamed and absolutely pounded every play?
You think
I'll
defensive?
switch it up.
defensive
I'll be a
linemen are
versatile player. I'll rush, pass rush, and also hit the gaps.
Did Mac Jones
Disrupt.
get drafted by anyone in your mock?
Not
Yeah.
mine. No.
New England, for me.
Oh, that's
Snacks
right. He
Went
traded for
cliche
Pickens.
to New England. I
Yeah,
went
it's perfect
against-
fit.
He didn't. He fell out of the top 16.
I can't see that happening.
He's trash. It will happen.
I'm really
Someone always falls.
I'm really intrigued to see what wide receivers go from picks like 20 to 32. I've heard so many fucking random wide receivers that could be possible first round picks. There's like, I'm pretty sure Mel Kiper has like Tutu Atwell as a first round pick. Tutu Atwell is literally like 152 pounds.
Did you see Mel Kiper's top 10 receivers?
Dude, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad.
Awful. And this man's been
see
the
it.
coverage, the draft coverage of ESPN for 30 years. I don't know how.
It's like you think he
Same guy that
learned
said he would
something.
retire if Jimmy Clausen was a bust, and
Goat.
he's still playing. So.
He also, how many mock drafts does he put out and shit like that too?
I think he puts out 2 a year.
No, there's
Really?
no way. He's
That's
already
it?
on like 3.0.
Oh, is he? He doesn't do many. Like I know, like the NFL Network guys do like 8 each.
Yo, how do people actually know like every prospect? Like I don't understand. It's hard
They
enough to
study-
do like just the wide receivers and the running backs, let alone all fucking 700 prospects. They're always like, this guy did this. I'm like, how the fuck you know the 42nd ranked cornerback? Makes no sense.
Well, see, this is why I put this article in the newsletter because I preface by saying I don't know if you respect Mel Kiper's opinion or not. I don't really care, but he definitely does watch all these games and all this tape on every single player, and it's like his addiction. So I have no idea, but I respect Mel Kiper. I respect what he does. That shit can't be easy.
I don't respect anyone.
That's a little ridiculous. Seems a little excessive.
Doc
Oh, I smell
Stuffy
pizza.
says, "Give Animal the rock. He's the next Mike Allstott." Did you guys ever see me play football in 7th grade?
No.
No.
No,
I,
you were never at any of the games.
We were like,
I don't even know if you were born.
We were like 7 years old when you were in 7th grade.
Yeah, dude. In 7th grade, I was fucking a beast, man. I was the 2-back. You know, we had the 4-back and a 2-back, and maybe even I don't know, may have been a 3-back, maybe who knows.
What does that
But-
even mean? A 4-back? What does that mean?
4-back was like a straight up running back. I think 2-back was more of a fullback. So I would do some blocking, but I had this one play called the Max Jam, where it was basically a jet sweep, where they would hand me the ball, and I would go this way and just turn up field and just run everybody. And I was a big spin guy. I would be like, we coming at you, I'm coming at you. And I was spin, and I was spinning off everybody. And I would never actually get to the end zone. I would fall like 5 yards short and then hand it to someone else to take the touchdown. Never got the reward.
If you're running a sweep play, you're going negative yardage every time. There's no doubt.
Never did in my life. Never went negative yards once.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hard to bring down. Great balance, like a
But you had to
cat,
spin instead of like
like a big cat,
blue
like a
Got it.
like a big panther, because we were the Panthers. I
We
was
were
the
the
biggest
I still have my
Panther.
old Panthers jersey.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. It's in the closet.
Why
Yeah.
would
But,
we have
yeah,
different?
so
Why wouldn't we be
also-
the Cabos? Even at a younger
I don't
age.
know. Good question.
You have to evolve.
They moved on from that. When did they stop doing the Panthers? They got the new red jerseys. Actually, hold on. Let me see if I have it.
What wide receiver is the most undervalued?
Oh, look, my cap and gown.
Just like in general, rookies.
I'm just reading out loud. Animal Spin deserves a highlight reel this week. Oh, thanks, Vince. Those fuck is a 2-back. Yeah, I don't know, dude. 7th grade football. All right, listen. It's just what these were half drunk dads, coaching. So
The fuck sense.
That made me laugh. You guys want me?
True.
You guys want me to put on my? You guys want me to put on my my graduation
No,
thing?
No.
you didn't even graduate.
What are you talking about? I graduated high school. It's fucking best time of my life,
Barely.
dude. I loved high school. So much.
Adam was saying it's crazy. Dude, that's not crazy. Stop it.
I really want to know where that Panthers jersey is.
I wore mine for the combine last year.
Yeah,
don't
I know
why
you did.
wear-
I don't know
By
how
the
that
way-
What are
fit
we
you.
doing for the combine?
Oh yeah, let's discuss that. We might as well get that out of the way now. Huh? Let's figure out what we're gonna. We have the events basically. I feel like the bench press is the only thing that's gonna be.
No, we
kinda tough
don't.
for
We
us to
literally
do.
have
Maybe
not done
film that day.
anything in a month. Like we just said one time we were gonna do like bench press and haven't done a fucking single thing since then.
I think that we can do it. Just probably not going to do it that day. Like we can film it later in the week or something because the video's not going to come out for 2 weeks
Who's
anyway.
videotaping this shit now? Noah's not here.
Oh, you can't come anymore?
He's leaving tomorrow after well, he was supposed to leave after. Steve can't come. We don't have anyone to fucking videotape this shit now.
I'll talk to Ike, and I'm sure Ike can film.
You
And
need to
what
go
about
to the fucking
Tony?
park.
Tony can film?
Yeah, Tony could probably come.
What
Right.
what events? What things are we doing with 40 high
We
jump?
Don't worry
we won't
about
know until we go and see the actual park.
I'm
know
going
what
to
we
the
do.
park tomorrow. I know Overpeck Park is very big. There's plenty of room to set up anything we need. The only thing I'm unsure of is like a wall. But we can find a wall.
All right, well then we're not doing the field goals because there's no.
Well, I don't know about that either. I have to check that. I'm sure.
Yeah,
there's
we can't. That's what I'm saying. We can't do anything until we go. Until you go.
Well, then
Alright,
if you
alright,
want, we
alright.
can just. First of all, if we don't, I thought Overpeck was kind of to help Noah because of like where we are. So if you want, we could always just film it at one of the fields. There's 10 fucking fields, football fields here. You know, all the way from Emerson to Saddle
No, see,
River.
the point was
whatever.
to like know where we're going, so we know what the fuck we're doing.
Well, I kind of screwed that up because I've been locked in my house.
I'm
since
gonna go
Tuesday.
tomorrow and check
I mean, no
out
one did.
Overpeck.
It's not your fault or anyone's fault. We just didn't do fucking anything.
Yeah,
We're just like, oh, we're gonna
tends
get
to-
prepared and find the right place and like do a fucking vlog about looking at different places and just didn't do anything.
All right, so then why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Why don't we schedule it? I don't know what your guys' availability is for next Saturday. I think it's the
There's a
10th.
football field at Overpeck Park. It looks like
And then Animal, me and you could go. We could go Wednesday.
Overpeck
and we
County
could,
Park
like-
football field.
Okay, all right. Regardless, but we could go to a few different places and just kind of examine everything, and then we'll be all set. We could do it Saturday, and then we could get maybe Steve will be available. We'll give him a week's notice. Maybe we can ask Ike. I'm
Yeah,
spitballing here. I know
appreciate
we got to push it back a week, but
We also have to make sure that Steve is there to do the fucking whatever he was doing.
yeah.
We need multiple video. We need multiple video people. We need probably an extra person just like fuck around and help with equipment and stuff.
I actually, you know what? I actually have an idea. I'll text you guys when we're done. Well, it's not really an idea, but it could kind of help us out with videoing and stuff. So I'll text you guys on the side. If we want, are we good with pushing it back a week? Like, do we want to set in stone now, April 10th?
I mean, we don't really have a choice, yeah.
All right, so let's
Let-
let's do that. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing anything April 10th. All right, so and then during the week, Animal, me and you, maybe Wednesday, we can go film. We could go look at some spots and figure out what we want to do. Hit some football fields.
I'm
go
gonna go
Overpeck.
look at the field tomorrow.
Well, I'm all right. I mean, if we're gonna wait till next Saturday, why can't we just go Wednesday? Because if I don't get this fucking test back, I don't want you doing it by yourself. It'd be better if we both go.
Yeah, all right, whatever. I mean,
Regardless, we'll play that by ear. But all right, so let's set in stone combine April 10th, and Tuesday when we come in, we'll run down what we're gonna do. 40, all that shit, and then we'll have our spot picked by Wednesday. Boom.
Sure.
I
Thoughts?
mean, I think Overpeck's gonna work, but okay, yes.
Oh, Overpeck's gonna be great. I'm just saying, like it could be, kind of nice if we go look at other spots too. There's a couple places I had in mind, so I'll do the driving on Wednesday. We'll go all around and we could look, and you could smoke your dope in my passenger seat, and there you go.
Deal.
All right, bro.
All right, bro. You guys doing anything this weekend?
Nah,
Nah, probably just working.
just gonna eat.
Just gonna eat and work.
Yeah, I after last weekend, I told myself, actually, this whole kind of COVID scare really helped me out because I don't want to do anything. So I told myself I was going all week, no booze. No booze.
How's that working out?
So far, so good.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll see. Still got the hard part, which is the weekend.
Talk to me tonight.
True.
So, well, actually, no. Sunday doesn't count because Sunday's Easter, and I have to drink my red wine. So, but that doesn't really count. Red wine's not booze. That's healthy. So,
I might go get some sausage bread.
go to Via Mia.
Nah.
What do you mean no? You love the sausage bread at my house. That was from Via Mia. You ate it like a gavone. It was disgusting watching you eat. It's really good. But Via Mia is closed now, I think. What time is it? 4. Yeah,
they're all probably closed.
All right.
Yeah, no.
4:30.
Go tomorrow. If you want to go to Via Mia, I'll go eat tomorrow morning. If I'm able to.
Maybe we'll talk about it.
Okay, buddy.
All right.
Okay. That's it. We're done. I have nothing else.
We're done.
Goodbye.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
See you, everybody.